Hi, I am Tina. Nice to meet you. I am a human. I spent 2 months in Mexico with just my suitcase. And I kind of realized that you don't need a lot more than what you wear and your computer and your camera, and that's it. Creativity is a muscle, and the more you use it in the different forms, it gets bigger. I mean, each one like feeds from the other, and it's a beautiful, like, creative bubble. The thing is, like, there's a part of when you start something that really gets me and I love when you're like still scared about doing something, you don't know how it's going to go, and you have to put a lot of you into that new thing because it's new and you're still like trying to figure out how to do it. I love that part. That's one of the most exciting parts of any of the things that I've done. So I'm preparing to do this new thing, and it's exciting because I don't have any idea how to do it.
Today's episode is with Monika Frías. Ciao, Adela. How are you doing?
Thank you for
Monika
having me.
is, thank you.
Of
Thank you for
course.
being here. Thank you. Monika is, I would say, a photographer, but that does you no justice whatsoever. You're a creative
Oh.
person who does a bunch of cool stuff, and we're here to talk with you. That's kind of it. So let's have some fun with it.
We just discovered that Monica moved to her new apartment
Which
in
is still
Barcelona, which is
Bam.
like is minimal, which is like a cool, you know. How do you want to bring more food?
not a lot more, but I mean, it's still in the making.
I love it, you know.
Are you a minimal person?
Congratulations.
Are you a
Not
are
at
you a
all,
minimal person?
but
Not at all.
not at all. But I want to become one. I actually left behind a lot of stuff because
Mhm.
I wanted like a fresh start. At the beginning of the year, I spent 2 months in Mexico with just my suitcase. And I kind of realized that you don't need a lot more than what you wear and your computer and your camera, and that's it. So I'm trying to keep it minimal. But
I
then
know.
I just fuck it up and just buy things that I love and then send me full in no time.
I think that's a strong metaphor. It's like being minimal lets you be more present with yourself and pushes all the other stuff out, you know?
It is a great way
Mhm.
of living, honestly, not having a lot of stuff. And even for cleaning, I mean, my old house was like a fucking burden to clean because I had to, all the books, all the little things. I'm just trying
I
to
know.
keep it easy to clean.
Do you miss your little things?
There's only like a very special collection of metal boxes that I have that I had it for a long time. And there's like really, really expensive, like old pieces, but now they're in a box.
Oh,
Put
okay,
away. I don't want to have it
okay,
displayed.
okay. You don't get attached. You get attached sometimes, and we're like,
Well,
it's
I didn't want
clothes.
to get rid of it, but no, even clothes. I'm a very basic
Yeah,
dresser.
but
I always dress in black. Even if I have a lot of things in my wardrobe, I have this little eras where I wear the same, I don't know, 10 outfit. But as I said, I spent a month and I packed very well, I have to say. I have my two little dresses where I go out, my
yeah,
favorite
there you
shoes, which
go.
is two jeans and a pair of pants and 4 or 5 t-shirts and a bodysuit, and that's it.
That's your style. I feel like that's anyway it's you. When I think about
Yeah.
you as also photographer, anything you are, videographer, DJ, like that's so much you. Even these like earrings that you have, like yeah, you're like a brand, you
Oh
know?
my God.
Yeah, you are. People want to be like you. I want to be like you.
Oh my God. Shut up.
See, see,
You,
see.
especially you.
Actually, I have a question for clothes. Would you wear
Okay.
white on to
I do.
photograph a wedding dress? No.
I
Okay.
did. Listen, I did a few weeks ago. I had to shoot a wedding. I went to second shoot for Hollywood.
Okay.
Don't know her. Go look her up. She's amazing. And it was a big wedding with a lot of dress codes. So we had to
Hmm.
change every time. The ceremony part was everyone had to dress in ivory, not white. And I was like, well, I didn't know that. So I went by and found this amazing thing, like a pants and some blouse.
Yes.
Everybody complimented because nobody's used to
Amiga.
seeing me in that color.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And I kind of pulled it off without getting really dirty. But the thing is, I own white things, but they're like one use only because if I wear white, I get stained.
Yeah. Totally.
Somehow I sit on a place and I get the food on me, or somebody spills a fucking wine on me, or something happens.
Yeah. No, I know. But you think it's disrespectful for the bride if a photographer wear white in this perspective?
Oh, no.
I want to know your opinion.
It depends on the bride, obviously.
Okay.
This wedding that I did, everyone was wearing
Well-
ivory. Everyone, all the team, everyone. She didn't want to see anyone in other color. She was very
Okay. I love it.
Yeah. It looked amazing. Like to see everyone.
Do you have any behind the scene videos?
Yes.
photos?
Yes, I do. I'll send you.
Excited to see.
We actually found a pretty cool look in a Chinese store in a little town in Garda. You know, those like touristy stores that wouldn't usually go in there to buy anything. Well, we did.
But
It was go.
okay. Now you answer for my first question that I'm for Monica. I have more other question, but I know Vic has a sort of like a more proper question for you.
No, I hate proper questions. It's so boring.
Okay,
honestly.
wrong.
I prefer to see where the conversation goes, like how deep you want to go in this stuff, or how many things you want to touch. You know, where do we want
We
to
can do
start?
one deep and one shallow.
Sure, for sure. How do you identify yourself when you meet someone for the first time? Did you introduce yourself as a creative person, as Monica, as a videographer, as a planner? Like what elements of you do you think could be your strongest part, if there is one?
I have to say that I have this issue, especially like with my friends or everything, because I think we're very used to define ourselves by our work. Especially, I come from America, and I'm talking about America as a continent, where your achievements in life define you. And people are like always trying to put those achievements in front. And I have a lot of fights with my friends because they're very proud of me and they say like, oh, Monica's like a very successful photographer and whatever. And I always say, that's not me. That's just my work. I am Tina. Nice to meet you. I am a human. I like music. There's a bunch of things that I think define us in general that not necessarily have to be our work. I usually just introduce myself as Tina.
Then you go deeper, right? One of the questions, I used to be an engineer for a long time, and maybe at my work, and the group I was surrounded with friend-wise, that'd always be the first question. It's like, what do you do for work? And everyone surrounds themselves, their identity is wrapped up in their work, like you had mentioned. And so when you introduce yourself, it's more about like, who are you as a person? Like, what drives you? What keeps you going? I love how, were you always able to separate your identity from work? Or is that something you had to grow to understand to do?
I think I grew on that because I come from America and I kind of like ran away from that. That was one of the first things that I fell in love with when I came to Europe, that I felt that here it wasn't that important what you do for a living. Obviously, when I got here, I had to be a bartender and a waitress and whatever, and nobody cared. It's just a job. It's just how you make money. Obviously, the kind of work we do it is more part of you as when you're like just doing a job for money, like bartender or wherever, but it's still a job. I mean, if I didn't have to do it, believe me, they still have to pay me to do it. I mean, I love it, but I wouldn't be having martinis in the beach, to be honest.
You caught me. That was interesting for me, was that you still have to get paid to do it. You know, you're not photographing it for the glory of the photo. You're doing it because it's your job and it's something you got really great at, but you do want to be compensated and paid for your skill. And not everyone can do what you do.
If I want to take pictures of the things that I want, I love photography and I love taking pictures. And obviously, don't get me wrong, I love this job. This is the best job I've ever had. And I'm going to try to keep it as long as I can. For me, this is one of the best jobs ever. And I had a lot of jobs. We can talk about that later if you want to, but I've done so many different things, like real jobs. The ones that you really have to think about it before waking up. Don't get me wrong, I love this job. But as I said, it's not everything for me. I also love music. I love my friends. I love gardening. I love a bunch of stuff that defines me also, you know? I'm not only a photographer. Exactly.
No, that's a relief for me to hear because sometimes I feel like, oh my God, I'm a wedding photographer. I should just be a wedding photographer, which I feel like I'm a lot of things. And I'm worried that if I show too many things, I get lost in my identity in this world. I should just talk about wedding photography instead of, oh, I love fashion or I love Super 8. I don't know, you know, and I'm worried about that. I should be just one thing. It drives me crazy because it scares me just to be a wedding photographer.
Well,
I
it scares me. It scares me just to be one thing. That is scary for me because I get bored very
Yes.
easily. And I always talk about that when I speak in public because I was being only a videographer when I was a videographer and I didn't have time for anything else. Everybody that knows me knows that I get goosebumps because I was really in a shitty place. And it was only because I was doing only one thing. In my case, I think creativity is a muscle and the more you use in different forms, it gets bigger and each one feeds from the other. And it's a beautiful creative bubble. I create wedding planning. We can talk about
Because now
that.
you are wedding planning too.
More. It just closed it this year. Yes. I can
Okay.
switch that, but I'm already preparing something new because I need
Okay.
to, you know? So don't worry, do everything you want, explore anything, and don't worry to fuck up. You can just leave it.
Yes, no, I
It's
need to
okay.
hear that. I need to hear that from you too, because Vic is telling me this, but I need to hear from a wedding photographer, woman wedding photographer. That's all. And so I go like, okay, if she's doing it, why can't I do it too? Whatever
You
it
know,
means for me, I don't know.
I think the thing is like, there's a part of when you start something that really gets me and I love when you're like still scared about doing something, you don't know how it's going to go. And you have to put a lot of you into that new thing because it's new and you're still like trying to figure out how to do it. I love that part. That's one of the most exciting parts of any of the things that I've done. So now I'm preparing to do this new thing. And it's exciting because I don't have any idea how to do it.
Can you talk about or something that you're going to
Yes.
share?
I can talk about it. I haven't become public about it because I'm still gathering content and I still don't have a name for it. And I'm probably going to do it with a friend too. So
Yes.
it's still on the making. But one of my biggest passions, it's food. I love food and I wanted to become a chef for a long time. I still spend 2 hours just preparing my little food every day and doing it well and just like going by things. I love food and I love everything related to food. I love going out for dinner to a nice restaurant, sharing it with friends. I love everything involved with food. So at some point I was like, why is it this out of my creative path? Like, why?
Yes.
So I started like thinking, what can I do? And then I also love spaces and decoration and whatever. So I'm trying to get into hospitality and food photography,
Yes.
but in my own way. I don't want to shoot food photos with flashes and all that shit. I want to do it in the way we work, like very with the light available. So I already have been shooting a few places in Italy. I have a few friends that have restaurants, so I came to shoot their new menu, and we did it in a very beautiful way with the available light and as natural as I can do it. And the outcome has been amazing. So the idea is to open this little brand, like side brand. I'm always going to shoot weddings, as I said. You're never going to get this kind of money anywhere else. But I would love to do that. And just the few that I've done, I enjoy it so much. Like I've done a few, yes, and it's amazing. Just having your time and just like setting up the scene. It's a little bit of like wedding planning, photography, and food. It has a little bit of everything. So I'm really happy with that.
So, but do you want to do as a job or is it just a passion?
It's a job passion. I mean,
Okay.
I'm going to keep doing weddings and it's going to be my main, or at
Yes.
least I hope so, because I don't know about you guys, but it's very slow for next year.
Yes. So what are you doing now? You're creating like a lot of portfolio before to create maybe another Instagram account, things like that. Okay.
And I'm working with ChatGPT to come up with a new name.
I
But
love it.
I hate that bitch every day more. It's like, it used to be really cool. And now it's like, what happened to ChatGPT?
It got corporate. I don't know. It lost some of its edge and it's turned a little
I used to have
iffy.
very cool conversations with ChatGPT like 2 years ago, like really cool, deep shit. And now it's just like, go look for help.
You know? I'm
Anyway,
asking a lot of things to ChatGPT too, like very, like today he said to me, hey, I'm not a doctor, by the way. I got cancer, sorry.
well, it used to be. Anyway,
My doctor. Anyway, this is very refreshing to hear because it's like, okay, is when I want to do something new, I'm very scared because I don't know how to do it. I don't know if it's gonna be something good. I don't know how much time I'm going to invest. And for you to see your perspective of this is the best part, the
it's
beginning,
exciting.
the unknown why I don't spin my mind and think about that way too, instead of like freaking out if this is gonna be successful or not. I just do for the sake of enjoying it. Brava. Okay. I have a new motivation today. Do it.
That's the most creative part of the journey, isn't it? Like the unknown part is you have to figure
Honestly.
out how to close that gap. Like you have this idea. Now, how the heck do you do it?
And the very fact that you feel that you're not good enough and you still don't have it figured out, it what makes you like do that extra push.
Yes.
And I was yesterday I went to bed and I was looking at old weddings and I kind of felt like, fuck, I think I was a better photographer when I was starting. Like I was so concentrated and so scared
Yes.
that I was gonna fuck up
Yes.
that I was
Understand.
like, and then you start getting relaxed. I hope any bride of mine hears this. You kind of like get it in and you know what you have to do. And then it becomes like more automatic.
Can be.
It's like when we were having this conversation the other day about second shooting, which if anyone is listening, you should, if you haven't done it, try it. It's the most amazing thing. Like I would definitely quit my job and just second shoot.
Can I
Yeah.
I will hire a first photographer and just a quick shoot. I'm serious.
I am a way better photographer second shooting. Like I was doing this wedding, editing this wedding that a friend of mine came with me and I was like, that bitch.
I know.
I didn't, of course you couldn't make that photo because you
Yes.
had this to-do list that you have
Yes.
to do and your mind is like closed with all that shit that you have to deliver. All those to-do things that creatively you're not free. When you're second shooting, I mean, you obviously have to be there for your friend or the main photographer, but obviously there's not a pressure to capture
Sure.
certain things. Your mind can go and you can see the little child that's doing his nose in a
Yeah.
corner, you know?
You know, we're laughing about, but when I was living in San Francisco, no, I know, but about this photographer that hire a first photographer so he can be the second one. I think this is such a cool.
I know photographers that when they go as the first, it's their same brand. They don't second shoot for nobody, but their
See.
second shooters that come to second shoot for them are in charge, correctly cover the musts, the bright entrance, the little list
Yes.
that we have. So they can work creatively and they can be relaxed because that's going to be covered. And that's the way, actually, we should work as second and first photographers. You are the artist. You should be
Like-
looking for an
Yeah, I know.
interesting point of view to do a picture,
I agree.
not your second shooter.
We shouldn't take family photos. That's what I'm like. I want to even get to that. I want to get to that point. Like anybody can do it.
Do you know that I love family photos?
Come on, okay. So let's
I
work
swear,
together.
I'll come with you. I love and especially when they're big groups that I can like.
Are you serious? There you
I'm
go.
serious. I love taking
I-
family photos.
I found my partner in crime then because like I go like
I'm booking my flight to come. And I also, you don't know this, I have this special magic trick where I can put any baby to sleep in 2 minutes. If I can put a Dominican baby to sleep, I can put an Italian baby.
oh my god, okay, deal. How is your this year and what about the next year?
I'm going to be very honest. I have
Please.
very little weddings closed for next year.
Okay.
Obviously, the flow of wedding coming in is slower, but also the booking. It's like they write, I send my prices very in my most amazing, like just have them. I've done it all the time, like just being me.
Yes.
And I'm not getting a lot of weddings.
Okay. You're not the only one.
I feel bad that I feel good about not me being the only one, but it just makes me feel that it's not me doing something wrong. It's just something wrong with the industry. I don't know. It's everybody got married in 2023 or so.
You know, I feel like the wedding industry changed on us and we've got to figure it out and catch up again. There's so much uncertainty in the world, so much strange stuff happening, which is becoming more normal. And people are like, what the hell is going on? There's so much stuff going on in the world the last couple of years, and it hasn't really stopped. It's only accelerated. And there's so many changes happening within the industry.
Yeah,
and
what, sorry that I interrupt you. I'm very.
Go ahead. Go.
The thing is, I see the venues are all full. So what happened? What is happening to those people? They're not getting photographers, or they're going for someone cheaper, or what? What is happening?
I think they're going cheaper, or they're going with the names that they're getting recommended through their planners specifically.
So the planners are not recommending me anymore.
I think you have such a
I
big
know
plan.
it's a planner. Did
Yeah.
you do something bad, Monica? Did you do something?
You're not. I have a very late delivery. The thing is, I deliver a very quick, very big sneak peek, like the preview.
Yes.
My previews have 300 photos, 400. It's
I
crazy.
understand you. No, I got it.
It's just easier to edit those than to pick
Yes.
60 from those. I don't know what
No,
happened. I'm very quick to do that. If I would edit a wedding at the same speed that I edit those previews, which are really well done, I don't understand what happens. And then I slow down. It takes 2 fucking weeks to edit a wedding.
No, you don't want to look at. You don't want to look at it again. Like you got your excitement, the
That's
rush of the
yeah.
wedding. You just finished it. You want to see how it came out. Like, what the fuck did you do? Did you do awesome? Did you not do great? Like, what did you?
Exactly.
Did you get it? Like, what else did you get? You didn't maybe think about. And
Because
then
I
after
am
that, you
very
said, no, it's so normal. You send this thing, you're like, fuck it, done. See you 3 months later, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you should deliver just 300 photos and that's it.
Oh,
No, maybe I should just edit the wedding in the fucking airport just as I do the preview.
I
you know,
know.
you had to edit the full gallery at that moment. You wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
No,
I'm like, I want to do the photos I want to do, and then like I want someone else to do the rest of it.
yeah. Do you know, every time I'm going to start to pick a few photos for the preview, I always say, okay, see that no more than 60. 60 is good. And I'm like, okay, I like this. Suddenly I just
200 later,
have
200.
300.
That gives you exactly the same.
Oh,
it's like
we're the same
different
person,
issues.
really.
Yeah,
I
she used to do 10 photos
love
in
it.
each, and like 150 later, it's like I couldn't do it. Just send it.
It used to be, please tell me, like we say 50 max, and that's like, but there is 150 that are amazing. Shut up, and they'll be happy. Like,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
whole,
No, of course there's not.
They're not going to complain.
yeah, exactly. They never say like, oh no, there's too many photos as a sneak peek.
They have a lot of pictures. And that relaxation is not good.
Yeah, no,
I procrastinate a lot. Let's be completely honest. I edit
no,
two photos and then a fly passed by and I go on ChatGPT to wonder how this fly. And then, fuck, there's a dry leaf. And then I end up like transplanting all my plants.
Is the ADHD?
Probably. I probably have all the wrong things going with a person in me. And then suddenly it's like, oh, fuck, it's 10 o'clock. I have to make dinner. And then I make dinner and then, oh, fuck, I fell asleep. It's crazy. I can't believe we're fucking August.
Yeah. Even it's done. It's the end of summer here. I don't know what is going on in the storm and it's cold. And
I need 1 month. Okay.
So what?
Okay.
Where are you gonna be next for wedding? Are you
I
done
have a
with
wedding.
this season? No.
No. I had this huge like gap in
Okay.
July and August. I just did a few second shooting for a few friends. Nice. Because I felt that I had a summer. I went to the beach. I did my very slowly, but I did. And now it's gonna start like a hectic part. I have a few weddings in September, all of them with travels. And then I have a few workshops and conferences. So until December, I'm pretty
Go, do. How do you feel about that?
going home. I always complain, but at the end, I like it. I know. I mean, the thing is like, obviously, when you have like 3 weeks traveling with a suitcase and airports and whatever, obviously you get tired. You get tired of anything that you do too much. It's just normal. But this is a great life. We can't complain.
I know. We complain, but deep down we know that it's great. Like when
It's
everybody
amazing.
go to the office and we go like, wow, we don't have any office. Yeah, and
I do
complain,
in the office, but I never go.
there you go. And then it's to have it. No, that's wonderful. Actually, I have to remind myself because for me, it gets so normal. Like, okay, that's my job. Sometimes I'm wondering what's next or what I'm doing or what's too much. But the things that we get less weddings, it gives me the time to do something else. So I'm happy. I shouldn't be because we make less money, but
Money is not everything. Having time for you is very important too.
it happened also when we have a baby. So it's like, okay, great.
You have time to be with your baby. There's a lot of women that have to just enjoy it.
I know, but on the other side, I feel guilty because I'm not working. That's fucked up in the mind. It's
We're pretty fucked up people. I mean,
that's why we do wedding photography.
yeah.
Question: are you doing something new in the wedding photography? Like when you get comfortable and you go like, okay, I go a wedding, I know what to do. And you don't want to get comfortable because otherwise you take the same photos over and over. You know what I mean? Even if they're different wedding, are you doing something different to turn on the fire that is on you?
Yeah.
I just have a few drinks and just loosen up now. I was talking about with a friend just before the podcast. He put this question on his stories like, guys, can you help me? Like, how do you get the most out of the bride and
Yeah.
bridesmaid? Like, do you have any prompts that I could tell them to get the best? And I said as a joke, like, I just have a few drinks and go with the flow, which is, and then he was like, ha ha ha, can you give me a few prompts? And I was like, I just literally go with flow. We're going back to second shooting. One of the good things about second shooting is that it's a little workshop. You're seeing another person working and unconsciously you're getting things out of how they ask the couple to pose or how they manage the day. So it's a pretty good thing to do because it's a learning experience and you get paid.
Yes.
What do you think someone would get from being your second shooter? What do you think they would see? Oh, second shooting for you. What would I see? Like, what do you think of your way, your
Well,
approach that's different, unique?
I'm going to quote my last second shooter, Alisa. She's great and she's German. So she used to like have everything really planned and scheduled and everything. And she was kind of going crazy before the wedding because she was like, do you have that? Do you know? And I was like, dude, I don't know anything. I just read the schedule the day before. Because the thing is, in my case, I am more creative when I go with the flow. If I put things in my head and then they don't happen or they don't go as I planned it, then I get frustrated and that doesn't work for me. So I got used to it, to working because before weddings, I was working in events and doing like big video productions with things that were not planned either. So I had a good training. And if you think about it, you cannot plan what's going to happen in a wedding.
Yeah.
Even though you have like a schedule, you can have like this. That's good.
Yes.
I always prepare a mood board with the bride. So we have kind of the imagery that she likes. And I have like, a tasting of does she have in mind. And I can also, it's crazy because always when I finish the wedding and I look at the pictures and I look at the mood board, there's always something of the mood board in, even though if I don't even bring it, print it or anything. It's just in my mind. That's the only planning that I do. The rest is just like, I'm just going to be there. And even though if I have the biggest planning, the picture I'm going to take, it's going to be something that comes out in the moment because I saw the light
In the
and I saw
moment.
that moment. And all my life, I've worked like that creatively, like in the moment with very little time and like having to be, that's just my way. Anyways, so she said, because she was like coming back to me in the wedding. So what should I do now? And I was like, dude, just chill and take the pictures that you want to take. Just do your wedding. Do whatever you feel. Because if I bring someone to work with me, it's because I love what they do. I'm not going to make them do things as I do them because that's going to be shit. So what I want is the work of that person to complement mine. So if I tell them what to do, they're going to start, their brain is not going to work in a free way. At the end of the wedding, she was like, oh my God, it was so fitting. And it opened her eyes that you can actually make good work with that chilled, sometimes called lazy or crazy kind of way. Because I am there and I'm 100%. I don't take phone videos in weddings because I cannot do that. I am fully concentrated in a wedding. Even though I'm having a drink, that's part of what it takes for me to be with the guests,
be there.
get in and live the experience to the fullest, with being present completely and just letting myself go. And it's just the event guides me. And I was analyzing the pictures. I was analyzing those weddings that I was seeing the other day. And I was like, wow, they're so different from one another. And it's me and all of them. Obviously, you can see things that are me, but they're so different. And I'm really proud of that because it's just what my vision of that day was, like it has a lot of the day and them and how like the other day I shot a wedding with a lot of flash because she was like, oh, fashion and they had and the other day I went to shoot this wedding that I shot with her and I didn't bring my flash out until the night. It was like a very countryside wedding and there was a lot of wood and a lot of light coming in from the outside. I didn't feel that I had to use a flash, even though everyone's using it. That wedding I didn't feel it, you know?
So we
when,
don't
when
have
I
to get to
wedding,
use flash all the time because it's not anymore
no.
like identified by that flash photographer.
I mean, the good thing about flash is that colors are going to look great every time. It's a very easy to edit photo, I have to say.
Yeah.
Mines are very complicated. I have to do some masking sometimes because there's blue inside and it takes a lot of time to edit. I love editing. I hate it because it takes a long time and I get tired of it. But I love the magic of working a photo and like bringing this a little bit and putting some clarity here and bringing her eyes up.
Are you changing the colors? What's your process? Like, do you use the same preset or like every wedding is like a tweak?
I only have one preset for
Okay.
everything. Fashion, wedding, hospitality, it's
Okay.
the same. But the beauty of my preset, which I'm really proud of, is that depending on the lights and depending on how you use it, it looks very different. If you see my preset on a flash photo and you see it on like a dark, moody, two different things, and it's the same preset. But I love it. It's one of my proudest things ever because I'm not an expert. Listen, I've been asked that question so much. But the thing is, I don't even know how I got there. It was like, I just feel that I would be an imposter to fail that, you know, because I'm not.
You spoke so highly of how that preset works. I would be so doubtful if someone said it didn't work for me. You said that's like your signature, isn't it? Are you able to let it go that other people can use it, or is it something you hold on to?
I have given it for free to friends. Like,
Yeah.
have it. I think it's gonna work differently on every camera.
It's like the unknown. Does it work for everyone else like it works for me?
I don't know. It works for Canon, which is
the best camera ever. A great story for the other people. So you never tried Sony?
Of course I did.
What was your reaction, Lily? Because it's like you're shaking your head.
The same.
Well, especially
But,
that menu that was made by our enemy. That menu was made by aliens that wanted to kill humanity.
I know.
That was definitely not made by a photographer. When I was doing video and working for big teams of recording a concert or whatever, obviously it was Sony, and I had to use them. And they're really good cameras for video, I have to say. But the colors, I don't know.
Which camera are you using?
The R5. Listen, Canon should fucking give me that lens for free every fucking month because
I know.
the amount of lenses that I've sold,
I know.
like if I show them my messages, like you need to buy that lens. Don't look furthermore. That's gonna be your lens. That's gonna be.
I know.
They should fucking give me money, or at least a new one because mine is fucked up.
I don't feel like they don't support like their diehard users. Like because Lily speaks the same way about Canon colors. I tried to get her to try Sony one time. She was like, "Go fuck yourself." Not doing it. 100%.
No one to criticize Canon because imagine somebody's hearing this and they were planning.
It's not criticism. It's just that.
Do you want us to be ambassador? We can do it.
I am already one of the best Canon ambassadors there is, and they're not giving me anything. I just want a new 2870, and I'll be.
This year, I moved to 2470, 2.8. Why not? It's even lighter. It's 2.8.
I like expensive shit, babe.
I know what you mean.
No, I love a beat.
It's a statement lens.
No man is gonna talk to you in any way when you have that lens in your hand.
It's true.
I have to say, it builds respect. I have a few things to say about that lens. First of all, I don't know why, but the majority of people using it and loving it and using it, it's women. I see a lot of men complaining it's too heavy.
It's true. I hear
that. Second thing, I tried a 24 the other day, and obviously it's a little bit wider, but the line correction that the 28 has, the perspective, like it's impressive. You can be like really close, and it doesn't like the 24 already distorts a lot.
Yeah.
And I love that about it. It's wide, but there's no distortion almost. And it is a better lens in quality. I mean, of course you can't see it, but I know there is.
So you photography one camera, one lens. No.
Work hard.
Why not two?
No, I mean, I have two. It's a huge card. So I don't change anything. The only thing I change is batteries.
Bravo.
Fine.
Clean. Flash.
Yes, I have it.
Flash is always attached.
When it's attached with the 2870, I'm planning maybe to buy one of those pancake or like a Chief 24 that's small and light for the party.
Mhm.
So I can rest at night, because at night I always go wide, almost always, during the party. Because the thing is, I don't know how people do it, but I cannot have the flash disattached. Like,
yeah.
I cannot work the camera with one hand. I'm like holding the lens with my fairy.
But I know what you mean. Like, how? But then, I mean, I'm also very short, so like that's
Me too.
This is my pose. At nighttime, I'm the one holding your flash.
I'm going almost every time by myself.
So I don't know how you do it.
Alisa, that's a little things you can also learn also from your second shooter. It's good to work with different photographers because you learn a lot. So Alisa, the thing is, I don't have the configuration in my brain to do it, because I'm used to shoot vertical like this.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is very heavy because you're holding all the weight with your wrist. But Alisa shoots like this,
Aw,
so it's resting in her hand. So that's how she does it. And I was like,
okay.
okay, that's very interesting. But I try it, and it's kind of hard for me, especially because I almost don't shoot with the screen. I always shoot with the viewfinder, and I have the wrong eye. My good eye is the left, so it's kind of weird. But I'll try it. It does look better, the flash, like this.
But both
It is
photograph are vertical.
I do 3 horizontal photos in the whole gallery, or 4. I'm gonna get a tattoo that says "Remember to do horizontal."
I have at some point when I start a piece of how you say tape, or let's say,
Sticky. Yeah.
see, remember to change the setup before you photograph. Because when I started, I was like, pause without thinking about the eyes or whatever. It was a mess. Not that now I do, but at least now it comes automatically.
Stop, think, shoot.
I'm gonna get think before you talk, but it's almost the same.
Well, the tattoo is forever, though. Why not? Why no more wedding planning?
So just to start this little speech that I'm gonna give, we should all praise wedding planners more. There's a lot of things that we think that are, I don't know. It was a beautiful journey being wedding planner for 4 years. It gave me a lot of knowledge of how weddings really work. And now I kiss the floor where wedding planners pass. I know there's assholes in every aspect of life. That doesn't have to be with their job, but being a wedding planner is really hard. One of the reasons is it is a job where you take the shit of a lot of people and you have to deal with it. Like, there's a lot of people doing their job wrong and you have to pay for it. The fault is yours. And it's not. My last wedding, I was like, can somebody please do their fucking work? Because I'm getting all the shit and it's not my fault. My work was well done, perfectly.
Yes.
But the catering was shit. They were doing all that bullshit and everything was going wrong because of the catering. I was getting the bad looks from the mom, from the...
You have to trust the vendors.
And it's not, you have to trust the vendors, but the vendors...
That's crazy. If they were fucked up, what?
Because the vendors don't have direct responsibility with the client. The only people who's dealing with the client and the vendors is you. Because it's not only vendors, there's a lot of crazy brides. A lot. Very crazy. And I don't like crazy bitches. So it is a very beautiful job. I enjoyed it a lot of creative process that is amazing. It's beautiful to see that event that you are planning for a wedding and a half come to life. We did a beautiful wedding, a few publishing book. It was very sad to leave it because it was a business that grew in a very healthy way since the beginning. It was my baby, our baby, but it was one of my biggest success in life. Like, that brand got big really fast. So I'm very proud of my marketing and my strategy and everything. It was really well done. It's just like a little medal that I have for myself, but we don't have to stick with things because they went well or because I was not happy with it.
Are you selling the business?
We thought about it. I don't know how to do that. I have no idea.
Probably knows. Do you know how to sell a business? Is that possible?
It is possible.
Anything's possible. So if I was going to buy a business, what I would look for is like, hey, is this a brand that I could take over, potentially save myself some time, you know, instead of starting from the
If it's
ground
a
up.
brand that is working,
Yeah.
there is brides coming and asking, like I have potential clients. I had to answer 3 emails yesterday saying we're booked,
Yeah.
fully booked.
Yeah, exactly.
It's 20%.
Yeah.
Anyway, but then my associate, she came with a phrase that really got me. And she said, I don't think I'm ready to see someone else running those Santas. Like, what happens if
That
they
sucks.
make that brand and make it shit? Like, I'm not
That
going to be
sucks.
able to deal with it because this is our child.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
it's like selling a
fuck.
child.
True. Like, if I sell that company and I see suddenly they becoming something that it was not what this brand was all about, I'm gonna have a heart.
Yeah.
Oh, just let it be. You're just gonna find something else and just do it. It was beautiful. It was there. It was a success, and I'm happy about it was. But like,
I think it's so cool to have the experience of like a positive, like you tried something, you were successful at it, and now you get to bring those lessons to something else, right? You found like a little formula that works. Maybe it works someplace else, and whatever else you do next. That's a great thing to walk away with, you know, especially with something you feel proud of. That's usually people walk away in shame, or they
See,
feel like,
it's
oh, I
true.
fucked up and like this thing
Exactly.
sucks, right? But to walk away and say like, holy shit, that was awesome, I did it, I'm ready for next. That's a different state of mind. So
I'm very proud of us, actually.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
very
That's
proud.
cool.
We did great. We
Cool.
did great, and we worked with amazing photographers. As I said, we had like in the first year, our first 2 weddings got published in Vogue. I mean, I know
Yeah.
it's not published because of our work. If the wedding doesn't look great, they're not going to publish it. So, of course, it was a very nice experience. And as you said, now I know a few things work, and I can put it into work with different aspects of things that I'm going to keep doing new things until I die. So maybe I'll become an astronaut. Trying
I
new
love
things.
it. I can't stop to do new things and makes me feel like, okay, it gives me, I don't know, the relief of like, okay, Lily, you're not alone and it's okay if you try to do
It's
something
okay
new.
to try, of
It's
course.
okay.
It's beautiful. Not
Yeah,
left.
but I thought there was a problem. Like maybe it was me, like I should be happy about my job and keep on doing just this. And why I can't just be a wedding photographer? I want to be like, I want like my dream job on the side is I want to be a stylist for bride because there are so many brides that have so much money and then like maybe they come with this wedding dress and go like, you could do much more than that, you know? It happened a lot. And I love fashion and I know like, my God, maybe they just need somebody that is showing them that there is much more than the standard wedding dress, you know? That's my dream. But I go like, oh, should I do this? Should I not? And what happened to me?
Do it. What's
Do
the
it.
worst that can happen?
Nothing, to be honest.
Nothing. Maybe you get a few dresses for free. That's the worst.
Maybe. I don't know. It's just like for this point, I feel like I don't know. I guess I get to worry about.
No,
I
listen.
don't know.
I think the society makes us think that we need to do only one thing and concentrate on that. Because when I decided that I was going to do photography, there was a lot of people that got uncomfortable with the idea. And when I became a wedding planner, that it was like, I even lost friends. It's crazy. And then there was a lot of people sending me messages like, are you sure? Listen, if you're gonna like, you need to concentrate on just one thing and do that thing well. And I mean,
There you
I
go.
respect completely people that need to be this way, but I am completely convinced that I work differently. You have to ask yourself
Amazing.
what makes you happy, not what we have in there. There's a programming that we need to run
Yes.
away from.
If you're an artist, then yes. And
But-
sometimes I feel like I don't know how to say. There is like people that are happy. They do like only wedding photography for 10, 15 years. And I'm jealous that they enjoy that. They do like 30 weddings per year. And they go like, I enjoy to do just that so much. And I want to be like them. But no, I need to do something else. And I not complicate my life, but I need something else in order to be me. I feel like every time I get something, I need to do something else.
Listen,
That's the point.
and since the minute I saw you, you are like 300 revolutions ahead of anyone. Like
Me.
your speed is way like the amount of energy. I'm sure that your brain works the same. It's like it interrupts itself, probably.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
So you're probably full of things that there's a lot of
They go,
things
they
happening
go.
happening in there. So
Who's
I mean,
big?
he's not big.
For me, I signed up for this,
I know, I
I can
know.
see that energy and that superpower. So my job, like when I started the podcast, I said, my job is to contain manage. I was like, no, that's wrong. My job is just to hang on for the ride. That's far more fun.
Oh, we love you, big.
Yeah, for sure.
We love you, Vic. More Vic in the world.
When did you realize that part of life? Like when did you realize that life doesn't have to be so boring or so standard or so programmed?
That was from very little. It all comes back to freedom. Like the first time I had to speak in public, I had to do this big analysis of everything. At first, I didn't know. Like they invited me to work to speak in public. I was like, "What the fuck? I'm gonna talk like tell these people." There was like a 2 months of discovering why do I do things and the processes of my life. I started analyzing everything that I've done in my life has been looking for freedom. That's my biggest. That's it. I want to gatekeep my freedom, and that's why I've been jumping from one side to the other because I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but ran away. No, it looks like I took a backpack and ran away, but I ran away from my country. And when I say ran away, it was running away from everything that was because it was a place full of walls. And
Yes.
so I came here and felt a lot more freer in the way I could dress, think, talk, the things I could do. The perception that people had of me was not I felt more free. And then I had this job, and then I quit that job and found weddings. And weddings were a way of being free because I had time. And there's this creative freedom that you have in weddings. You don't have it anywhere else.
Yes. So true.
So this way of thinking comes from that thing that I've had ever since I can remember, which was let me do my things the way I want to do it and in my timing and how I want to do it. But I've always wanted to do things my way ever since I can remember.
I understand you. That's
Um,
such a big things about wedding. They let you be. It's not like you need to have a person tell you how to photograph or like that's you. The couple hire you because of you.
There's a really nice anecdote that when I was a kid, I'm really bad with math, really bad. And there's this really nice story about that had this math exam. The teacher called my mom because she was like, okay, she has all the answers correct, but she didn't develop like did the thing. And we found all these drawings. So if I had to divide a number, I would, for example, 10 by 3, I would draw 3 circles and start putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until I had them all divided. That was the easiest way. And I got so mad because I didn't pass that exam. I didn't pass it because what they wanted it was that I do all the little things of how you're supposed to divide. And I was like, I just don't get it. I had the fucking right answer. I did it my way. I divided 10 by 3. No, by it's multiplying. I was doing all the mathematic things, but I was doing it my way, the way my logic told me. And I had the right answers. I started screaming and I got really mad because it was so unfair. Why can't I do it my way? Why do I have to divide as everyone if the answer should be this and I have it, like you said? And I even when I couldn't understand, and I'm still like that at some point. When did I know that I wanted to do things differently? Or something like that?
Yeah. When did you know you wanted to be like there was a programming you had to undo? You said a very early age, and I think that's extremely, extremely rare. And I say that having gone through I think photography is personal growth, personally. Like for me, coming from a corporate engineering life of immigrant parents, I had to unlearn a lot of things in life.
I think I never entered the programming. I ran away as I could. I was like, try to skip it all the time. I went to art school, which was a very, very free art school where we lived in the same place. We went to classes in pajamas. It was a very that doesn't exist anymore, badly. Then I went to Parsons in New York, and I try to avoid programming a lot. I've been running away from programming, and they say like wedding was a getaway from programming because I was already in a company from 8 to 9 work with a boss, and like I had to be there even if we didn't have any work to do. I had to be in the office until the end of the shift, and I was like, why do I have to be here? There's no work. Why can't I go home and come back tomorrow? I didn't understand. So I came upon weddings and I was like, oh, So these people work 1 day a week. I know we don't work 1 day in a week. I mean, just go to a
Yes.
place at a certain time. But your only appointment for real is to attend that wedding, which is a party. I saw freedom like with light bulb calling me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna do weddings just to see how it is. And I fell in love. So every big decision in my life has always been trying to avoid programming.
I think when you talk,
It
I
makes-
understand more about myself somehow. Like this makes sense. I go like, okay, that makes sense for me.
When people say, why don't you create just record a video, or you say, and me coming up with this kind of stuff, sometimes it's more complicated than when somebody asks the questions, and it's easier for me just to answer. So I love these formats.
You got to tap into the part going on without wheels working. We just have to talk and see where it goes. Let's keep on digging, right? I mean, there's so much to dig through here. I hear so many similarities between you and Lilian.
And I know there is in this industry there are a few people like us, and that's the best of it to be.
Yeah. There's also a thing with wedding industry that it's a beautiful community. Even obviously it has all the shit show that happens in any other place where humans gather or
Yes.
are working in the same thing. But if you compare it to other industries, it is a beautiful community where we have a lot of friends and a lot of beautiful people helping each other with no interest, just being for ourselves. So I found a lot of people like me, or at least that understand me. Like my friend Javi has nothing to do with me. He's very organized, but he loves me as I am. He accepts all my shit. And he's always there to say, don't worry, Tina, you know? And it's like,
Yeah.
they just accept me for who I am and understand my crazy.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like that's and the people that don't get it, ciao, goodbye, see you later. So good for this job. What else? Sorry, I have a personal question about makeup. So when you do, because when you she is the
loves my
queen.
makeup.
Yeah, I love your makeup. Do you do on a wedding day too?
Yes.
Like this? And it stays, is not melting the eyeliner.
There is a product that you can buy because I, as you see, have like Oriental. I don't have this part that you Caucasic people have. I don't have it. So if I sweat, it goes away. But there's a product that it's like a primer that you put on the eyelids. It's like a foundation, but you just have to put like a little bit on top, and it makes this like super dry and you don't sweat.
It's 12-hour proof. I mean, wedding photographers should give like a great makeup advices.
So I cannot do any other form of makeup. This is my to-go thing.
It's beautiful. Thank you for the advice for the people that want to know what to wake up on a wedding day. Yeah, I have the baby keep on staring at me. I don't know what she wants. She stopped to eat, so it's like, I don't know.
She's just happy to see you. She lights up when she sees you.
I know, but Mama has to do other things too.
You do.
It is what it is. That's why I don't have one.
I totally.
I mean, I've
understand.
always been very attracted to the biology part of being a mother, like the pregnancy and like breastfeeding. That like that animal part. It just blows my mind. Like, how can you grow like
Pregnancy
inside?
is so good.
I know.
Like if I keep on being pregnant, I mean, we take this as like just the pregnant part, pregnancy.
What happens to all women? They love pregnancy, then they start complaining at the end because it's
Yes.
at some point it's heavy and you're like all swollen up. Obviously, you start complaining, but then you miss it so much, right?
No, I wasn't complaining in the 9 months. I love it. I don't know why.
I think women are so sexy when they're pregnant.
See, I agree. And now after you deliver the baby, there is this drop of like a lot of in yourself, but everything's going to go back. I am feeling much better today. I love you since the first moment I saw you. Never hear Monica do public speaking. You should do public speaker because you're natural in it. Like your balls of energy, you go like, whoa, I feel so energetic. And you're authentic and honest, which is like, it's not for everybody. Plus you do DJ too. So it's like, really?
I do.
You do music, DJ.
Yes. It's my life is so much better since I decided to pursue that also. Like I spent years thinking that it was going to be like super hard. And I was always surrounded by DJs. All my brothers are, my ex was a DJ. All my friends are DJs. And I always saw that. And I was like, fuck, that's going to be so complicated. And I started one day and I said, like, how does this work? Da, da, da. And it was super easy. It came like very naturally.
I can't believe it's easy for you, okay? It seems like so many buttons to touch.
But it's like editing a video. Like people think it's way easier, but the basic things, it's not that. It's just like putting one thing in front of the other. Obviously, there's like technical stuff, but that's just learning. It's a learning curve, and it's not that hard.
Are you doing any other DJing event this year?
Well, thanks to the wedding industry, which has been very good to me, and they invite me to play in a lot of gigs because I will be only playing my after parties in my home. But next is Grain. I'm gonna DJ in Brain and also in Elevate in London next year. The thing is, the guys from Elevate love me so much. I've spoken, like I did photography, videography. I've spoken there almost every year, so they cannot invite me anymore. So now it's like in common DJ.
Now, if anybody never been there, like go, even just for dancing and Monika, because it's so good.
It is a very cool conference.
See, no, it's good. It's
And
good.
Grain-
We were there. I agree.
And Grain is amazing. If somebody's looking for, I think it's sold out, but Grain is amazing. I love Grain.
Okay.
And also, I'm speaking in a very different format. Sorry for this publicity moment, but I know conferences are not for everyone. There's a lot of people that get like overwhelmed, and obviously, it's not the same as a workshop. And I'm speaking at a very intimate, really cool workshop in October.
Which one?
It's called House of Scorpio, and I'm really proud of that gang. They're very young, all of them, and they're doing amazing stuff. It's like the new branch of photography. The young generation is gonna be amazing. They're doing incredible work.
I know.
They're fearless and they're being themselves and they're doing incredible, unique work. I'm really proud of the new generation, and I'm trying to keep close to them so I can
Yes.
which like I goddess, I have to say.
Where and when is gonna be?
It's in Italy and it's at the end of October. I think
Okay.
it starts the 26th.
In Italy.
It's Tuscany. If you go to my Instagram, there's all their
Okay.
shops. It's called House of Scorpio. It's going to be really cool. It's very intimate. It's about a gathering of friends where we live
Amazing.
there. And if you don't like conferences, like big things, that's the way to go.
Amazing. This is how we met like other photographers. They're gonna be the best people that you want to be surrounded with because
It's
we
important
understand
to
each
have a
other.
It's
Yes.
important to have a community, and it's important to know how other people do that. It's really nice. You connected with things of you that you didn't know. The same what happens in workshops. I've grown so much. And all the friends that I have in this community are because of workshops and conferences. So if somebody's watching this that is the games, you should try and go. And your mind's going to be blown. It's amazing. All my friends have come from there. And it's
Same.
great.
Same. So just go. Just do it.
And if you think you can do this alone, you're wrong. We all
love that.
We all need each other. Listen, I broke my foot once. It's a very interesting story because I broke it and I had a wedding the next day. So I was doing the pre-wedding and I broke my foot, like broke it. I was in a wheelchair.
Wow.
And obviously after I cried for 2 hours because the only thing I could think about was my weddings. I had a lot of weddings. It was like, I don't know, July. I had like 4 conferences that I went in my wheelchair.
Wow.
In my wheelchair.
Are you
Anyway.
serious? When was it? Which year?
It was, I don't know, 2019, I think.
Okay.
And I left the phone and the amount of help that I got, everyone was like, yes, tell me your date. If you don't have that community, if you don't have that support, that's not going to happen. Okay. So we need each other.
Yeah.
We need each other. It's important to have a group of friends and a community.
Okay. Growing up in Italy, I feel like I had a lot of like, it was hard for me to be the community in this country because I felt like a lot of like me against you. There is not like a me with you. But when I went to US, I realized like, oh no, that's so much better. I don't know if I hear now I get some, but I don't know. I feel like my most friends are more international because maybe they get it.
It's something that happens, I think, in every country. I think there's a lot of Spanish people that think that in Spain it's like that and elsewhere it
Okay.
doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Indeed.
about geography. I think it's about chemistry between people.
Yeah, we cannot be friends to everybody. Let's remember that.
Exactly. Not everybody likes us.
And makes sense, you know. How can everybody like Lilian? It's impossible. How much do you showcase who you are in your social media?
There's a part of my life that's very private and nobody has to know. Like I
Yes.
remember somebody like you never show your husband, and I'm like, listen, my husband doesn't have social media. Why would I be sharing him? He's very private, and that's his life. I don't have to show him. He's my private life. I have like two different places. My feed is very controlled. I'm a freak of what do I post. That's why I don't post so often because I need it to look perfectly, and that's not very achievable.
Yes,
Every
every day.
And I'm very, very, very picky with what I post. Like I
Yes.
think curation of what you show has to be only the best. So I don't have any freedom there. So I post all my disorder shit and everything that goes through my mind. Because I could be thinking of a dish and then just listening to a tune and then just post it right after. They don't have to match. I don't care. I love the freedom that stories give me. I'm very active in stories. It's just like the way of showing who I am, not my work, you know?
So you, like even stories that when I see your story, I can see how you see things. But it's still you, is Monica. I don't know how to say, but
I think it's important to people to see the person that's behind all that perfect line because it doesn't make sense sometimes. Like I'm a very disorganized, crazy person, but then my work is, I like it so clean and so perfect. So I think it's a good balance for people to see that I'm not like that.
Yeah, that's true. Like, especially I think for people like us, we want to make sure that we attract the clients that like us.
I love it when a bride already knows a lot about my life. When
Yeah.
we meet, they're like, "Oh, I saw you were in this concert," or "Oh, I know you love catfish." I remember once that I was obsessed with telling people how beer is supposed to be like really cold because I'm from the Caribbean and we drink beer like it's really cold, and I'm obsessed with that. And then I came to this wedding, and the bride said, "Well, we already have a few beers in the freezer for you." Because we know you like it very cold. And I'm obsessed.
How
Just
cool that?
immediately went to see if that was true.
Oh, but that's amazing. That's what you connect with the right couple. So good for it. And not the couple that you go like, oh, no, you shouldn't drink at the wedding. Like, no,
That's not
No.
my kind of.
no. I have the couple said to me, like, whenever you want to get a cocktail, go for it. And that's when the time when I take better photos.
Me too. Like I'm an alcoholic. The thing is, especially like when I speak in public, I also take a few shots before.
Well, you should.
It's like that fear, which is your worst enemy in both ways, in both cases, like to speak in public and in weddings. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to a wedding, there's a little fear always, even though
Oh,
I'm like that I'm going to fuck up. Okay. I have this fear that I'm not going to do. So when I have a few beers, that fear goes away and it lets me work better.
can we give a name to that fear? Because I have it, and I ask Vic, after 10 years that I photograph wedding, why I have this feeling?
But it's good. The minute you don't have that,
It's done. It's over.
that's
I
what
hear
makes
that.
us put the effort. It's the same thing that we were
Yeah.
talking about, doing things for the first time.
Like, as much as we prepare, okay, we know when is the wedding, I've been photographing and blah, 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 blah. But it's like the performance, we have to perform, like probably it's like to be a singer, go to the stage. I want to see you soon. I need a touch.
I am an excellent second shooter. It's not good that I say it, but I am. I
Me
get your
too.
beers and your cocktails. I do everything for you. That's a part also that I love about second shooting, like being there for my friend and making that easier. I'm going to be your helper today.
But I want a second shoot too. So what do we do? Let's do a second shooting wedding. Just both of us is going to and that's it. And let's see what is coming. Oh, but you like to
Talk to
take
the bride and say, listen, you're not going to take a first. You're just going to have two second
Yes.
shooters.
But you like to do family photos. So I think it's, there you go. There you go. I love that. And Vic, what you're going to do?
I can carry everyone's stuff. I can drive
Okay.
people around.
Oh, don't say that. You can do more than that. Take care of the baby.
Do you bring the babies to wedding?
Yeah,
do.
yeah, for sure. She comes with us everywhere. She's like the little accessory we never had. Yeah.
Like in September, we're going to have our first big destination wedding in US, and we take her to US.
Of course. Listen, if you have any weddings this year and you need a second shooter, let's talk. I can come
I
to you.
mean, it would be an honor to have you as a second shooter. You can find me at the bar and say, "Oh, I have Monika, a second shooter, drink my cup." Of course,
That's what I
of course. Okay, so I go to take care of this baby. She doesn't want to eat now. Probably she just want to hang out with mama. Thank you for this precious time, Monika.
It was amazing.
I
Tell
cannot
me
wait to
anytime.
see you.
I think we'd talk for hours on end. Oh man. So where do we say ciao at? How do you want to leave this conversation?
We still have Japan, guys. Do
You
you remember that too?
never forget. We still have to do Japan. Canon sponsor us. We go to Japan for you. Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, guys, thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure. Time flew by. I didn't know we had an hour and a half talking.
Oh, I know.
I love you.
I love you too. Ciao.